Lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Hello, everypony. Welcome to the Lucky Swirl Show. Lucky's gonna, Lucky's gonna have a cute day drawing. It's a sleepy, rainy day. Kiri's already here. Kiri's sleepy. Hi, Kiri. I hope you have a nice nap. Lucky will turn off the thing. Lucky's still getting the hang of this. Lucky turned this off, and then Lucky turned these on. And then you can see some previous Lucky drawings. Yeah. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Hi. Welcome to Lucky Drawing. Kiri is pillowy. Lucky's gonna draw some pictures. Lucky's gonna warm up with just some Danny and Wormwood. Lucky's favorite little angel guys. Hope everyone is having a nice day. Drawing stream is always a relaxing time. It's always really chill. So Lucky's gonna get into the zone. Lucky's gonna draw little Danny and Lucky's gonna draw little Wormwood. We don't have the webcam set up yet, but Lucky is considering maybe doing that next week. It's scary to think about having Lucky hands drawing on stream, but it's like ponies aren't supposed to have hands, so. Hands are cute, that's true. Lucky is shy about hands, but maybe Lucky could have hands. Maybe that's allowed. Okay, Lucky drew a little Danny and Wormwood. Lucky's gonna draw also, yeah, exactly. They're called horseshoes, not horse gloves. Horse is not supposed to have fingers. Well, horse is supposed to be fingers. Horse is supposed to be one big hand with a bunch of fingers. Horse gloves. Considering horse gloves. Lucky's considering it. Lucky has considered it, and Lucky has decided that it's pretty funny. Yeah, how would a horse wear gloves? Would it wear them like gloves on the hoofs, or would it wear them like one big glove over the whole horse with a hoof in each finger? Yeah, some people don't know that horse legs are actually fingers, and that horseshoes, well, not horseshoes, but like their hoofs are actually fingernails. Yeah, one big glove for the horse. That would be cute. If Lucky could just be the size of a hand and just like have a glove on the whole Lucky, that would be really cute. Honestly, maybe Lucky should just wear gloves on the stream. Lucky has some cute gloves, some like fingerless gloves, so that could be fun for drawing. Lucky's gonna draw some other angels. Lucky's gonna draw Danny and Wormwood's friends. We got Petey the concierge. We got Mike the groundskeeper. And we got Ruby, supervisor. Yeah, Horse has neck and tail, so no glove will fit them. Only 5 holes in glove. Oh yeah, wrist, the wrist hole. Yeah, yeah. The head comes out of the wrist hole. Yeah, and then each hoof goes through one of the fingers, and the tail just goes inside the glove. Driving gloves are cool too. Lucky love car, so driving gloves might be really cute. Yeah, there's plenty of holes in those. Ponies need plenty of holes. Let's see. Lucky's gonna add Behemoth to the drawing because Behemoth is an important character. And Lucky's going to take a picture. Lucky's going to post the picture. It will be nice to have a webcam. That will make this easier, but for now we're just doing it classic style. It's kind of chill. There's something kind of fun about the anticipation of like, what is Lucky drawing? And then Lucky posts it and you're like, oh, there's the drawing. But it will be fun to see Lucky's process also once we have the gloves on and the webcam. I think that'll be fun for next time. We can try it. Okay, Lucky is cropping the image. Lucky is adjusting the colors. And Lucky is sending the image. And Lucky is receiving the image. And Lucky is saving the image. It's like, I feel like even if we have a webcam, Lucky will still want to do this, so it's not like it's going to go any faster. Because Lucky still wants to have the drawings on the screen for people to look at. Although I guess we could always just show them all on the webcam. Here's some stuff Lucky drew today. Here is Danny and Wormwood and all their angel friends. Lucky's gonna put that in the center. Yeah, like draw a turkey with your hand, but it's a horse. Yeah, you could trace your hand, and then you could be like, okay, the wrist is the head of the horse, and all the fingers are the hoofs, and then you have a horse. That's actually a good idea. We should do that. Well, okay, yeah, Lucky has one more page left on the big sketchbook, so that's big enough to trace Lucky's hand. So Lucky's gonna try that, actually. Lucky's gonna open up the big sketchbook, and Lucky's gonna trace a pony hand. Hand shape reveal, yeah. This will be the most corporeal we've ever seen Lucky. We were talking about potentially doing Lucky face reveal, having Lucky like not be a VTuber and be on camera, but I feel like we would want like a backdrop just for like room dividing privacy reasons. And in order to do that, we would need a backdrop that's like big, but like solid enough that it wouldn't be like just a curtain for the cats to play on. Because cats would just tear down, like, if it was just like a green screen kind of backdrop. So if Lucky's going to, that's so cute. So if Lucky's going to become a corporeal streamer, Lucky will need to save up some money for like a folding screen or something. Jessica Girlsoft just passed over a little tiny drawing pad with a really cute drawing of a driving glove as a pony, and it's so cute. Oh, oh, Lucky tried to get some of the dust off and smeared the ink a little bit. Ah, well, it still looks really cute. Aw, sorry, Lucky messed it up. It still looks really cute. Lucky would love to share it. But it's up to you if we want to post it. Lucky could take a picture and post it on the thing. You want to post it? Okay, Lucky's going to take a picture. Lucky's going to take a picture of a guest drawing. And then, okay, and then Lucky's also going to trace Lucky Hand. So Lucky's gonna go like, let's see, you gotta get the wrist on there. Lucky's gonna go like that. I don't know how like closely you're supposed to get the, oh, the thumb is the tail. Lucky remembers how hands work. There's 5 fingers. Oh, we'll see that, now there's not room for the head though. Maybe the head is supposed to be the thumb. Lucky kind of messed this up. Those didn't turn out very good. Yeah, huh? Because then if you turn it like that, okay. I mean, I guess we could like, yeah, it's not very good. But we can add like a horn and we can add like an eye and like a little nose. It's not a very good nose, but that's okay. This is gonna be the worst pony you've ever seen, and Lucky's really excited. Okay, we got the mane, and we got, this is the tail. I mean, it's just a tail. That's just what it is. And then we're just gonna turn the fingertips into little hoofs, and then we're gonna, I mean, there's not much to do with the tail. You just gotta leave it the way it is, but it doesn't really look like a tail. Okay, Lucky's gonna take a picture of this. It's really, really funny looking. Um, yeah, that's pretty good. And Lucky's going to adjust these pictures, and Lucky's going to add them to the stream. Lucky is going to, let's see, this one needs to be rotated. Okay, and then Lucky is gonna crop it. Okay, and then we're gonna adjust the colors. This one could use some contrast because it's like, it's pretty big, so you gotta be able to show the lines on the stream. Okay, we're almost there. Lucky's going to save the image. And then Lucky's going to add it to the stream. Okay, so this is the bonus Cali drawing. This one's so cute. You can see Lucky messed it up because Lucky was trying to brush some dust off of it and accidentally gave the pony laser eyes. But it's really cute. Lucky's gonna put it right over here next to Lucky Pony. Little pony driving glove. Lucky loves this so much. This is what Lucky would look like if Lucky was a glove. Because Lucky loves car. Even though Lucky is scared of driving in real life. Lucky wants to be a car. Okay, and then this is Lucky's really bad tracing of Lucky's hand. But you can see we kind of messed up the pinky and the thumb. And I mean, really all of it. And it took up like most of the page, so we didn't have a lot of room for the head, so we kind of had to just make it up. And then we kind of messed up the nose. It's not a very good hand pony, but you get the idea. I mean, it's a pretty good premise for drawing a pony. It's a little strange, but Lucky likes how silly it looks. Pony hand, pony hand. Okay, Lucky's gonna try to draw something less hard. That was an experiment, and it's maybe not as successful as Lucky thought it would be. Here, we're just gonna put that guy over there for now. Lucky's gonna draw something less complicated than a pony hand. Let's see, what else can Lucky draw? Chat, what should Lucky draw? Does anyone have any ideas? Lucky can always just draw more wormwoods, but Lucky likes having lots of things to draw. It's a rainy day. What's a rainy thing Lucky could draw? Lucky could try to draw like Danny and Wormwood in the rain. Lucky could try to draw like an umbrella. I don't know if Lucky's ever drawn an umbrella before. Umbrella is like this. And no, wait, Lucky messed it up. Lucky has to try again. That's better. And that umbrella goes like that and like that. How does one hold an umbrella? Lucky's gonna look up reference image. Okay, you just kind of grab it like that. Lucky remembers. Lucky has done this in real life. What if it's like Wormwood is holding the umbrella? And then Danny is like standing under the umbrella. It's kind of a silly looking Danny and Wormwood, but I think it's cute. Here, let's try one more take of that. This is hard. Umbrellas are hard. Okay, well, Lucky's going to take a picture of the first one. Lucky's not going to try a second one because Lucky doesn't want to spend all day trying to draw umbrellas. Oh, but we have to draw the rain. Otherwise, why is there even an umbrella? Lucky's gonna draw some raindrops. Big raindrops. If you're in heaven, the raindrops are gonna be like fresh, so they're like big and raindroppy. Danny and Wormwood live in like magical cartoon heaven where everything is like exactly how heaven is in like comics. That's why Petey is there. They've got like escalators and all kinds of stuff. The setting of Danny and Wormwood's world is kind of like, what if like there's like the version of heaven that you see in like every newspaper comic, and it's like, what if that heaven was abandoned in the distant future, and then there were just like some angels still hanging out there, just like doing angel stuff, but like without any people around for them to do it with. And so there's no one to really let in or out, or, you know, no activities to perform. It's just angels doing their jobs. Like machines without purposes. But they all love each other, so it's not sad. The angels have a little home that was built for them by the people who drew their world. That's the best way Lucky can describe it. Okay, Lucky's gonna put that drawing on the stream. Gonna add it to OBS, and here it is. It's not the best drawing, we're still warming up. Lucky's gonna use it to cover up the silly looking pony. That's not fair. Lucky should show the pony. Lucky should just put this over here. Yeah, there you go. Little rainy angels. Lucky has maybe never drawn rain before. Lucky didn't know if there should be like lots of little lines or just a bunch of big raindrops. So Lucky went with big raindrops because it's cuter. Probably could have done like a combination of the two. That would have been like the real artist way to do it. Just do like some lines and some raindrops, you know, to kind of suggest the rain without distributing it evenly everywhere. That was like a tip Lucky saw someone suggesting the other day, is like, if you want to show stuff distributed randomly, you don't distribute it evenly. You kind of put it in groups and then you spread out the groups. But like, that sounds fake. Lucky likes to do things in ways that feel fun and not fun. So Lucky did it the most fun way. And I think that's the secret to drawing, is that you're supposed to have fun when you do it. So really it doesn't matter what looks the best. You know, if it's fun to make it look really good, then you can make it look really good. But if it's more fun to draw something bad, then you should do that, because it's all about fun. And in the end, it won't look bad because it'll look like you had fun doing it. That's Lucky's thoughts on art. I don't know. Maybe Lucky's right. Maybe Lucky's not right. It's up to you to decide. You are the artist. Well, actually, Lucky's the artist right now. Lucky's the one drawing. Oh, Lucky stretch, Lucky yawn. Kira, are you still there? Did you fall asleep? Lucky wonders how many people are actually watching. Not that you have to pay attention, it's a sleepy drawing day, but Lucky's just curious. Lucky wonders if anyone is dozing off. Lucky wants to draw more stuff, but Lucky doesn't know what to draw. Lucky's trying to think of like other things Lucky could draw fan art of. Lucky could always draw more Brendans. Lucky could always draw more Brendans. Oh, Lucky's chat wasn't updating. Oh, sometimes this happens. Lucky has Twitch open on phone, but the chat doesn't update, so Lucky doesn't see all the messages. Lucky should have chat open on browser so it can update. So now Lucky can catch up on chat. Kiri was drawing umbrella this whole time. That's so cute. Thank you, Kiri. Those are really cute umbrellas. Yay, Kiri's wakey. Blue is back. Blue is getting bananas. Aw, yay. Oh, Lucky loves bananas. Lucky wants a banana split later. Oh, yay. Hi, Cat. Lucky hopes that Cat likes pony drawings. Draw a banana split. Yeah. Lucky will try to draw a banana split. That sounds really, really fun. Let's see. Lucky will have to look up reference for that. Banana split is hard to draw. Banana split. Lucky will love banana split. Sometimes the store gives us free bananas because they're so nice. Sometimes if they have like too many bananas, they'll just give us a free bunch. Lucky love when people are nice to Lucky. Especially when they give Lucky free treats. It's always nice. Okay, Lucky gonna draw a banana split. Let's see. Lucky's really happy. Cat likes the hand pony. Hand horse. Pony hand. Whatever you want to call that. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Lucky's gonna draw banana split. How do we do this? We got the bowl. Long bowl. You gotta have a long bowl to put your banana in. And then you gotta have the banana. And then you gotta have ice cream scoops. And then you gotta have some whipped cream on top. And you gotta have cherries. Okay. That was a little warm up. Now we're gonna draw a better one. Lucky's gonna draw the bowl. And the ice cream. And oh, that wasn't very good ice cream, but that's okay. And maybe we can like shade the ice cream. Show some different flavors. We got chocolate, we got strawberry. And maybe we can We can draw a pony next to the ice cream, really excited to eat it. Ponies are hard to draw. You gotta like, how do you even draw a pony? Maybe Wormwood can eat the ice cream. Wormwood's easier to draw than a pony. Now that we're shading this, we should probably shade the cherries too. Yeah, that makes sense. Give the bowl a little bit of shading. And that is how you draw a banana split. Okay, Lucky's gonna post that. That's like a pretty good banana split. Lucky will crop it, and Lucky will adjust the color. And Lucky will send the image. Thank you. Lucky's happy you like the hand horse. It did turn out pretty good, actually. Lucky's proud of it. Okay, Lucky's gonna add banana split to the stream. Lucky's gonna put it right there on the top. Yeah. Lucky draw banana split. That's how you do it. That's how you draw a banana split. It's got chocolate and vanilla and strawberry. And it's got banana. And it's got cherries on top. Yeah. Lucky probably could have added like sprinkles or chocolate sauce or something, but wanted to go for simplicity. Aw, thank you. Thank you. Lucky love variety of ice cream. Lucky love having lots of different ice cream flavors. Neapolitan is the best ice cream ever. Really just chocolate and vanilla together are like the most yummy combo. And then strawberry is like extra sweet and fun. Lucky love all ice cream. Lucky's favorite ice cream is cookie dough, but it's poison for Lucky because of gluten. So Lucky has to watch out for cookie dough ice cream. It's so tempting and yummy, but Lucky's not allowed. This kills the pony. Make up a cereal mascot. Oh, that sounds really fun. Because Lucky always likes the idea of Lucky Charms, but Lucky the Leprechaun is not Lucky's favorite cereal mascot. There's like much cuter ones. Like Lucky's okay. He's like a cool guy, but like you could do better. Lucky Charms could have like a unicorn mascot. But Lucky's not very good at drawing unicorns. So Lucky's gonna make up a different cereal mascot. Let's see. Lucky's gonna, I guess first the question is like, what kind of cereal is this? Are we doing like a chocolate cereal? Lucky's going to imagine, like, what if there was frosted mini wheats, but they're not made of wheat, they're made of like corn and rice. But they're still like really chompy and crunchy and frosted. And then they're gonna have a mascot. And so the cereal is called Frosted Ponies. No, that's silly. Kerpo cereal, that's cute. Kerpos. Kerpo cereal would be Kerpos, but the mascot would just be Kerpos, so that wouldn't be a new cereal mascot. But like he could just draw a Kerpo eating Kerpos. And then Lucky can come up with a mascot for Frosted, whatever they're going to be called. Frosted Chompy Guys. Okay, but first we're going to draw a box of Kerpos. So let's see, Kerpos, you've got like a Kerpo, and the Kerpo is going cuckoo for Kerpos. And the Kerpos are like, well, obviously you've got little O's. Oh, this is turning out really good. And then we're going to make it say Kerpos. Yeah, and then what does the side of a cereal box look like? We need like nutrition information on the side. Gotta have like yeah, there's a fun anticipation to not knowing what Lucky's drawing until it gets posted. Here, let's get the nutrition information. You know, just suggest that with some lines just to show that there's writing. Okay, and then we're gonna post a picture of Kerpos, and everyone's gonna see how good this is. Anticipation. And anticipation. That's when Kerpos are anticipating things. Kerpo cereal. Kerpo cereal, Kerpo cereal. Okay, we are saving the Kerpos image. And we are adding the Kerpo image to the stream. Yeah, there's Kerpos. Lucky's gonna put it right here. Eat some delicious Carpos, part of a complete breakfast. Yeah, it's a box of Carpos. Thank you. Lucky's happy you like it. Carpos, Carpos. Yeah, right? It just makes you want to eat the Carpos. The Carpo is so excited for them, and it's like, what do they taste like? Um, they might be kind of like mushroom flavored. I don't know. Something yummy. Kiri, what is the flavor of Carpos? They taste like beans. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. Bean flavor cereal. I mean, vanilla is a bean, and chocolate is, well, one of those, either chocolate or vanilla is a bean of some kind. Lucky forgets which. Vanilla is probably a bean. That's why they say vanilla bean. Carpos do love a bean. Is chocolate technically a bean? I feel like people say that, but it might be something else. Are they both beans? Is that the secret? I thought maybe secretly chocolate was like a fruit or a nut or something. Lucky doesn't know about plants. Vanilla is probably a bean. Lucky's gonna look this up. Lucky's curious. Yeah, I guess like, even if it's not really technically a bean, you're right, it is spiritually a bean. Yeah, vanilla is absolutely a bean, right? They wouldn't say vanilla bean. See, but it's also called the cocoa bean. But I don't think it's a bean. I think it's like a type of seed that is not technically, um, it's not technically a bean. During the 18th century, they were called cocoa nuts, or chocolate nuts, or just cocoa. Cocoa is not a legume, but beans are a kind of seed. This is too confusing for Lucky. Lucky doesn't know what anything is. Well, that's okay. That's okay if cocoa is not a bean, because, yeah, it still gets to hang out with vanilla. They can be friends. All the flavors get to be friends. Anyway, Carpos are vanilla bean flavored. Carpos have no teeth, so peanuts perplex them. Yeah, Lucky loves peanut butter. Lucky is not really into peanuts in a big way. But Lucky loves peanut butter. Lucky loves to make a Lucky s'more, which consists of sometimes a gluten-free graham cracker, and a square of chocolate and some peanut butter. Because it's really easy to make. You can also have it with a marshmallow, but Lucky doesn't always have access to fire, as much as Lucky would like to. Ponies do have teeth though, but they only use them for Lucky s'mores and other things that Lucky's like. Okay, so now we're gonna think of a mascot for frosted whatever bunches. Tell Lucky about Carpo Berry Crunch. I do not know what I'm supposed to tell you. This is Cat's bit. Oh, Cat, what is there to know about Carpo Berry Crunch? Does Cat have any information about Carpo Berry Crunch? That sounds really good. Lucky wants Carpo Berry Crunch. Maybe it's like Carpos, but with berries in it, like with little crunchy berries that are berry flavored, and so it's like vanilla berry. Yeah, Cat, get on the stream. Yeah. And also follow Lucky. Lucky want followers. And post Luckies in the chat. Lucky love little Lucky emotes. And then you can tell Lucky all about Purple Berry Crunch. And meanwhile, Lucky will try to think of a mascot for chocolate frosted whatevers. Lucky has decided that they're chocolate now. But they have frosting on them. The frosting isn't chocolate. Cereal is chocolate, corn, and rice, but with frosting on it. And they're called chocolate frosted whatevers. And maybe the mascot is like, it's kind of just like a whatever. It's just like a creature that doesn't know what it is. So we're gonna design the mascot. The mascot is like, what does a whatever look like? Probably like, it's got like some of this, and like, it's got like a tummy, and it's got like some little feet like that, and it's got like some kind of like those things that giraffes have. There's like a word for those, I forget. And then it's got like a tail. And then it's just kind of got like some eyes. And it's got like a little swirl on its tummy. Okay, that's the whatever. No, the things a giraffe has on its head, they're like little giraffe antennas. Oh, Kat says, I don't think there's anything to say about Carpo Berry Crunch. It's just a pre-existing vocal stem that I guess would be a flavor of Carpo's. Carpo Berry Crunch. Yeah. Well, look, he's going to imagine that it's Carpo's, but with berries. And it's Carpo Berry Crunch. And they must be crunchy berries. Or maybe the Carpos are extra crunchy. Or maybe it has like crunchy little marshmallows in it. You know how when the marshmallows, when they're dry, they're kind of crunchy. And it's fun to crunch them. Because they make little marshmallow powder everywhere. Puffed rice berries. That sounds cute. Okay, Lucky's almost done designing the whatever mascot. Actually, this is good. This is a solid design. Okay, Lucky's gonna take a picture of the whatever. Actually, Lucky's gonna write whatever, so everyone knows what it is. There. And now Lucky's gonna take a picture. And everyone will get to see what a chocolate frosted whatever mascot looks like. Carpo berry extra fiber. It has carpet in it, yeah. Munch on some carpets, part of a complete breakfast. Let's see. Lucky's going to add the image of the whatever. And here it is. This is the mascot for chocolate frosted whatevers. It's called the whatever. Lucky's gonna put it right there. Thank you. Lucky also loves the it. It's a whatever. It's just whatever. Lucky just drew whatever. It was originally, the thing in the front was going to be more like the majority of its head, and then Lucky kind of drew it wrong. And so it kind of ended up being more of a nose. Or maybe a beak. It's unclear. It might be kind of platypus-like, where it's like a bird, but also a mammal. It's a bork. Thank you for posting Luckies in the chat. Lucky loves melty Luckies. It is a bork. It's like a beak, but it's a bork. And the little spiral in front is because that's like it's like polywhirl or whatever. Like you can that's like symbolizes that you can see its guts because it's see-through. It's got like organs in there. And so that way when it eats the chocolate frosted whatevers, you can see them inside it. And they're just floating around in there. And it's like, chocolate frosted whatevers. The whatever doesn't even like chew them, it just swallows them whole. But then parents complain because you shouldn't advertise that. You should advertise chewing your cereal. So they have to change it. And so then they replaced it with a spiral, and that's why it's just a spiral now. Yeah, polywhirl. Oh yeah, just like marble organs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lucky loves see-through marble organs. If you don't know, chat, when marbles are see-through and they have like the little swirl inside them, that's the marble's organs. That's a very intimate look inside the inner workings of a marble. Okay, it's almost been an hour. Lucky wants to draw one more thing really quick. Lucky's trying to think of something to draw. What do marble clothes look like? Well, marbles don't usually wear clothes. Lucky does know an artist who draws like kind of humanoid versions of like things from Marble Blast, like they have um like a human marble and a human gravity modifier. Well, not like human necessarily, but human shaped. And they hang out in Marble Blast World, and they're probably gay and they're really cute. Um, Lucky like that artist a lot. Yeah, Marble Gajinkas, exactly. So they would probably wear whatever clothes those characters wear. The marble from Marble Blast, Lucky always imagines like, I mean, the marble is like tie-dye rainbow, so you can just imagine like a big hoodie that's like a rainbow tie-dye hoodie. Lucky doesn't think Lucky could draw that because Lucky doesn't have colors. The suggestion of colors. Okay, Lucky will try. Lucky will draw colors without using colors. Lucky will draw a rainbow. And Lucky will draw some stars. Those are not very good stars. That's okay. Okay, that actually turned out pretty cute. Lucky's going to post that. Actually, maybe there should be like more little stars in there. Just to really suggest the colors. Okay, now Lucky's gonna take a picture and post it. Okay, Lucky is sending the image. This is a completely colorless drawing that is the suggestion of colors. And it will be up to you, the viewer, to decide what colors are being suggested. Lucky will post it right there. Oh, Lucky's headphones turned off. There, they're back on now. Yay, thank you. Lucky's happy you like it. The rainbow turned out a little silly, but Lucky was just drawing it really quick. That is the suggestion of colors by Lucky Swirl. Yeah, rainbows are silly and whimsical, so it makes sense. Lucky loves drawing silly things. When the characters are too on model, Lucky doesn't like that. Lucky likes when the characters look silly. Lucky likes drawing silly, whimsical things. Especially when they look really wonky. Oh, it's warm. It finished raining, or maybe it's still raining, but a lot of warm air blew in, and now it's really hot here. So Lucky's going to take a break and be wearing something that is better for warm weather. And Lucky's going to drink some water, and Lucky will be right back. And then we'll have more Lucky drawing. Let's see. Lucky's going to temporarily hide the images? No, Lucky's going to... How do we do this? Lucky always forgets. We take the BRB and we move it above the images, maybe. Right, and then that's not right. Maybe we do have to hide the images. Lucky doesn't remember how we did this last time. What if we just hide all the images? And then we say, yeah, there we go. Okay, Lucky will be right back. Lucky Swirl, Lucky Swirl, Lucky Swirl. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Oh, that should go down there. Lucky needs to rearrange that. There we go. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Hi everypony, welcome back to Lucky Swirl. Lucky is drawing. Lucky's having fun drawing lots of pictures. Let's see, here's some of the things Lucky has drawn today. Lucky drew that. Lucky drew hand pony. This was a special guest drawing. Lucky didn't do that one. That was Callie. And then Lucky also drew the usual angels. And yeah, those are some things Lucky drew today in the first hour. And now we're on hour 2. Yeah, Callie likes to draw pointy things. Lucky sometimes draws a pointy thing, but not as good at that. Lucky likes to draw kind of wobbly, wiggly lines sometimes. Yeah. Stars are pointy. Lucky draws some pointy things. That's true. That umbrella is pointy. Those raindrops are kind of pointy looking. Oh, lucky swirl, lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Lucky hopes everyone is having a nice day and enjoying the drawing. The rain here is so pretty. Or maybe it's just wind now. There's a lot of wind blowing out there. It's so pretty. There's wind chimes. It's a beautiful day. Lucky wants to draw lots of cute things. Oh, Lucky. Big yawn, big stretch. Oh. Sleepy pony. Lucky want to draw more stuff. Lucky's gonna draw some wormwoods while people think of what to draw. Lucky likes taking suggestions from the chat, so if anyone has any ideas, let Lucky know. Meanwhile, Lucky will just draw some little guys. Lucky's gonna draw a happy little wormwood and a defeated wormwood and like a little dizzy swirly eye wormwood. That one didn't turn out very good. Lucky's gonna draw Brendan. Lucky really likes drawing Brendan. There's something really satisfying about a little pajama guy. Like he's trying to draw a drawing of like, what if Wormwood met Brendan Small and they became friends? Yeah, it was a pretty good drawing. Okay, Lucky's gonna post this one. Wormwood and Brendan have similar energy because they're both silly little guys. And they're both like, they both like hang out with their mentors and like ask questions and get advice. And they're both like pretty smart, but also kind of lacking some experience that would help them fully understand a lot of situations. You know, in that way that a kid is, where it's like, it's not that you're not smart, you just don't know things. Here is Wormwood and Brendan. Some of Lucky's favorite little guys. Lucky's gonna put them right there. Yeah. Brendan's gonna make a movie and have Wormwood star in the movie. It's like a crime movie. Wormwood's gonna um, Wormwood's gonna try to make a bunch of money. It's gonna be like Uncut Gems, but with a little bug. Yeah. And it's written and directed by Brendan Small. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl, lucky swirl. How does Lucky make the chat update on the phone? I mean, it doesn't matter because Lucky can just look on the computer, but oh well. Welcome to the Lucky Show. Welcome to the Lucky Show. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl, lucky swirl. It's kind of fun when no one has suggestions. It kind of mixes it up because Lucky has to use a pony brain and think about some stuff Lucky could draw without any input. Lucky has to use imagination. Lucky like tigers, lucky like worms. What if there was like a worm that was a tiger? Tigerworm, tigerworm. And tigerworm will have stripes and a little tail, a little stripy tail. And does tigerworm have paws? That's something worms have? Probably not. Probably a worm wouldn't have paws. But like maybe. Did Kiri say toim? Was that supposed to say woim? Oh, toim. Like tiger woim. Oh, you're right. It's a toim. They pay me in toims. Tiger woim, tiger woim. Lucky can't decide if the tiger worm has paws. It might be cute with paws. Lucky's gonna draw paws on it. Yeah, that kind of reads. This is kind of a strange looking tiger worm. This is like, the concept is barely legible. Maybe we need like context. Maybe we need some like mushrooms for scale. Okay, here we go. We've got mushrooms for scale. So you can understand the concept of a tiger worm. Kerpos for scale, unhelpful, there are many sizes. Yeah, that's true about kerpos. If you put a kerpo in the picture, like, that could be a kerpo of any size. That could be a tiny kerpo. Some kind of mega kerpo. Maybe Lucky will draw a second tiger worm just to like complete the image, just so you can like really understand the diversity of tiger worms. See, Lucky already drew this one differently, but that's okay. Every tiger worm is unique. Okay, and then Lucky's going to add the paws of the tiger worm. And yeah, okay, this is pretty good. Lucky's going to take a picture and post the tiger worms. It could be Biscuit, the teeniest kerpo, or the Corpus, the biggest kerpo of all. Oh, Lucky didn't know there was a big kerpo called the Corpus. I think that was kerpo lore that Lucky was not aware of. Okay, Lucky is cropping the image. Lucky is adjusting the color. And Lucky is sending the image over. Kaiju Carpo. I mean, it makes sense that it would be the corpus. It's like Carpo, but you just move the letters around a little bit. So that worked out pretty well. Kaiju Carpo is cute. Yeah. Lucky knows things about Carpos. Lucky understands. Sometimes you move the letters around and it's like, oh, that's a whole new thing. Okay, here is tigerworms. Lucky's trying to make room for them. They can go right here. That's the tigerworm. The rare, elusive tigerworm. Yeah. Lucky loves this guy. And there's two of Lucky's favorite animals, but what if they were the same animal? They're carpular. They are kind of carpular. Lucky was inspired by the Carpos. Lucky was looking at the box of Carpos and thinking about how it wouldn't be too hard to draw a tiger. So then Lucky got the idea of drawing a tiger, but the body sounded too hard. So then Lucky decided it could be a worm, because worms are easy. I mean, these worms still turned out kind of strange, but yeah, they're friends now. Carpos and tiger worms. Yay. Lucky's so happy. Tiger worms love having friends. Lucky wants to try drawing something a little looser. Lucky's been drawing like... Lucky has this theory that like there's two ways you can draw. You can draw like print or cursive. And like, obviously it's kind of a spectrum, but like, it's just kind of like a theory Lucky has that like, sometimes you can draw something really scribbly and loose. And then other times you draw something that's like more deliberate, but it comes out kind of like stiff. And it's like both are valid, both are good in different situations. Lucky's going to demonstrate. Lucky's going to draw a print Danny and then a cursive Danny. So this is Danny if we're just like drawing very carefully, really pressing down and like getting all the lines in just the right spot. And then we're gonna draw cursive Danny. And this is just like, you just kind of scribble it. You just loosely drift your pen over the paper, almost like barely touching. And it's a lot quicker. And then Lucky's going to label them. This is Danny, but you write it like print, all caps. And then this one is Danny, but like cursive. And then Lucky's going to take a picture and demonstrate the difference. It's actually really interesting. I don't know, maybe this is something people talk about already. I mean, people talk about like loosening up as you warm up, but I feel like this is totally different because like you can very deliberately switch between these two modes of drawing. At least Lucky can. I mean, maybe it's just drawing loosely and drawing not loosely, but Lucky doesn't really see people talking about it in these terms. Okay, so Lucky's gonna send the image so you can see. And actually, Lucky has drawn something like this before, but this isn't a just like on the spot, like live example of this. All right, so here we have We have print Danny and we have cursive Danny. And as you can see, I mean, and maybe it's just lucky imagining it, but it feels like they're like completely different people. Like they have like totally different personalities based on how they're drawn. Like you could easily point to the rainy drawing and say that that is not cursive Danny, right? That's print Danny, who is like cute in one way, but then cursive Danny is really cute in another way. I don't know. I mean, maybe Lucky's just overthinking this, but it kind of seems like, so I don't know, no one's talking about this. Yeah, right? Like cursive Danny looks really mischievous and like silly and fun and whimsical. And like print Danny is still cute, but there's something more like restrained, you know? Like, I mean, obviously the lines are more careful, but like it also just feels like it's a different personality. Print Danny is like a good boy, and cursive Danny is like a free spirit. And it's like totally different. I don't know. Is this just lucky? Is Lucky just like, is Lucky just repeating something that someone else has already talked about? I mean, probably, right? It seems impossible that no one would ever talk about this, but well, thank you, Kiri. Lucky is glad that someone understands. Lucky always feels silly talking about this because it seems like, I don't know, something that should be obvious, but like, it's really interesting. It feels like most of what Lucky's been drawing today has been in the print style, but then there's also the cursive style, and that can just do something totally different. Like Lucky could try redrawing some of these things in cursive. Try to draw the whatever. I think part of it is you do need to know like what you're drawing. You have to like get the shape of it before you draw a cursive style. But I don't know, you don't necessarily need to know. You can kind of make it up. So let's see, if we draw cursive whatever, it's like you got like the nose, you got like tummy. I mean, it's just really quick, loose movements. It's probably like supposed to be the correct way to draw, you know, like if a professional was teaching you. But on the other hand, maybe not. That sounds fake, right? Yeah, okay, yeah, because people talk about fluidity, right? But yeah, no one talks about it like print versus cursive. But people talk about cursive singing. I mean, that's just kind of a term people made up for like a particular style that has become popular. But like, it's a it's a really interesting way of thinking about it. It makes it really clear, I think, like what hand movements to make, right? Because if someone talks about drawing fluidly, you're not gonna immediately know what that means. But if someone says draw in print versus draw in cursive, you understand that like those are two different ways of moving your hand and like different ways of putting lines on paper. It is like keyframes versus smear frames. That's true. And if you're only drawing in smear frames, that can create a completely different style, right? It has so much motion. It's not inherently better, but it is different. I mean, Lucky thinks it is often better, but not always. You know, there's something cute and charming about print Danny too, right? It's like different kinds of scribbling. Okay, Lucky's gonna post, well, first Lucky's gonna try a couple other cursive drawings. Lucky drew a cursive whatever, and it actually looks really cute. Lucky's gonna try cursive Brendan. Cursive Brendan looks a little creepy. It's hard to get the eyes right. And that's the thing, right? I think like Brendan Home Movies is not necessarily drawn that way. Or maybe he is, right? Lucky doesn't know the process. But like he feels like more of a scribbly print kind of guy. even though you would think a squiggle vision character would be cursive, it's like, it's hard to get the vibe right. Yeah, this didn't turn out good at all. But Lucky is going to post the cursive whatever because it looks really cute. Okay, Lucky is cropping the image. Two of them, two whatevers, whatever. I guess when you think about it, maybe art in general, I mean, even if you're like doing, like making a game or a video or whatever, it might be worth thinking about like, are you doing this really cursive and freeform? Or are you doing this like really carefully and deliberately with really stiff lines? Just in your process, the way you arrange things, the way you plan things. Maybe it's something people need to think about more in art is like, should you loosen up or should you lock in? So here is the cursive whatever. And obviously this is like, we've already conceptualized it, so we're more confident about the shapes, but you can see how it creates a very different result. And honestly, the cursive whatever is like way cuter. Yeah, it's harder to draw pointy things in cursive sometimes, so the nose comes out a little bonkier. Yeah, less of a beak, but honestly, it could still be a beak, right? It's like a platypus bill. And I mean, if this were a drawing of a bird, it would be very clear that this is just like, a stylized beak. So it really just depends, I guess, on what you're trying to communicate. Anyway, that's some of Lucky's thoughts on art. Callie, you say you're incapable of drawing cursive style, you mean? That's interesting. Yeah. I mean, I guess your style is totally different, right? Your style is like really good. In some ways looks like way more professional than Lucky's and like way more confident and deliberate, but it's also like really pointy and careful. So it's like, it really is interesting because everyone has a totally different style. Because like this little glove horse is like the best thing. Whereas like when it comes to Lucky's drawings, Lucky way prefers the cursive stuff. But like your style looks like probably way better with the way you draw it, like versus if you tried to draw a cursive style. Art is mysterious. Everyone has different ways of doing it, and it's impossible to say which way is the best way for even for an individual. You gotta just. I mean, really, it should just be whatever is fun in any given moment. But also, you gotta like express yourself, and sometimes it's a struggle. So, it's a mysterious process. It's like life, you can't really. Yeah, it is kind of like Booba and Kiki. That's interesting. Booba Danny and Kiki Danny. Yeah, the nose is really good. Lucky's pretty happy with how the whatever turned out. It looks more like a whatever, honestly. Like, I think it captures the vibe of a whatever better than the original drawing. It does look like you should just be able to grab that nose and honk it. Or like wiggle the little giraffe antennas or the tail. Or like poke the little swirly tummy. Or like pet the little feet. Lucky loves doing that with Lucky's cat. Lucky loves to just reach over to the cat and just like pet his little feet. And they're so soft. And he doesn't mind. He doesn't scratch. He's just like, yay, foot pets. Cat gets so sleepy at night. And it's really cute. He just gets all cuddly and cozy. Yeah, he's got tiny little cat feet and they're so cute. Lucky love cat. Lucky, lucky, lucky swirl. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Lucky, lucky, lucky swirl. Lucky swirl. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Oh, pony yawn, pony stretch. Oh, sleepy day for ponies. How's every pony doing? Lucky's going to post a Lucky in the chat. Oh no, how did Kiri get a tummy ache? That's so sad. Tummy ache is the saddest thing ever because it's like, that's where the treats are supposed to go. And then it hurts you and it's like, that's not fair. That's supposed to be the fun place where the treats go. Ice Queen, how could you betray Kiri? Lucky love ice cream, but sometimes it's too much. You can't eat too much ice cream. Or if you've eaten lots of other stuff, you can't eat ice cream also because then your tummy will be upset. You gotta be careful with ice cream. Lucky hopes you feel better soon. Lucky is sorry that ice cream betrayed you. Lucky go on diplomacy mission to apologize on behalf of ice cream. As a representative of ice cream. Luppy, Luppy. Luppy, Luppy. Luppy, Luppy. Luppy, Luppy. Luppy. If Lucky was a puppy, Lucky would be Luppy. Ponies are kind of like puppies. Ponies are kind of puppy adjacent, but like not quite puppy. That's why you have a dog and pony show, because like it's a dog and pony. They're like different things. But they still hang out together and do shows together. Cows are puppies, that's true. Cows are literally puppies. And cows are kind of like ponies, so. Really, it's all connected. Lucky doesn't know what Luppy Luppy means. Lucky feels like Lucky has seen those words before. Luppy Luppy. Lucky's going to repeat the thing Lucky has never heard before and hope Lucky is not saying something that is rude in an alien language. Getting Earth invaded by aliens for saying rude things. Aliens are really mad at Lucky for saying Luppy Luppy. Luppy Luppy is from a side quest in Sonic 06. Luppy Luppy. Luppy 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 Luppy. Luppy, 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 luppy. Luppy, luppy, luppy. Luppy, luppy, luppy. It's fun to say. Cows are like if horses were chubby. That's kind of true. A puppy is like an extra silly pony, probably. But ponies can also be silly. Cows are so cute. Lucky love cows. Guy who says, I've combined lucky and happy to make a new word, luppy. And then later he says he combined luppy and luppy to make luppy luppy. Wait, that's genius. That guy's a genius. That guy knows exactly what's up. Lucky, happy, luppy. Happy go lucky. Happy go luppy. Lucky go luppy. Happy go lucky go luppy go luppy. Luppy go luppy. Go lucky. Lucky likes to imagine that when people say happy go lucky, it's like they're happy and then they're cheering for Lucky. They're going like, go Lucky. Happy go Lucky. Every time someone says happy go Lucky, they're cheering for Lucky because Lucky is gonna get play the game. Go Lucky. Combining Luppy and Luppy to make Luppy Luppy is that's really smart. Luppy 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 Luppy. Luppy 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 Luppy. Happy Lucky Luppy. Luppy. Hacky. Hacky go Luppy. The opposite of Luppy is hacky. Luppy, 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 Luppy. Lucky's gonna draw a puppy. Lucky's thinking about puppies now. Combine Lucky and Swirl. Lucky Swirl. Lucky Swirl, Lucky Swirl. Lucky Swirl, Lucky Swirl, Lucky Swirl. That's how you combine Lucky and Swirl. And then you can combine Lucky and Swirl. Well, you combine Lucky and Swirl to make Lucky Swirl, and then you combine Lucky Swirl and Lucky Swirl to make Lucky Swirl, Lucky Swirl. And then you just keep going, and then it's like Lucky Swirl, Lucky Swirl, Lucky Swirl, Lucky Swirl. And that's the origin of Lucky Swirl. Yeah, Lucky knows all about Lucky Swirl. If there's one thing Lucky knows about, it's Lucky Swirl. Lucky's drawing some puppies right now. There's so many ways to draw puppies. Puppy Swirl. Wait, that's a Pokemon. There's a Puppy Swirl Pokemon? Puppy swirl, puppy swirl, puppy swirl. Lucky doesn't know about that one. Puppy swirl, puppy swirl. Lucky's gonna draw one more puppy. This page is missing a puppy. Okay, there we go. There's some puppies. Lucky's gonna post the puppies. Swirlix. Lucky will have to look up this Pokemon. Lucky doesn't know this one. Lucky is cropping the puppies. And Lucky is adjusting the colors. And Lucky is sending the puppies. And Lucky is saving the puppies. And Lucky is adding the puppies to the stream. And very soon everyone will see the puppies. Lucky has to resize it. There, Lucky drew some puppies. Here are puppies. Puppies, puppies. Okay, Lucky's gonna look up Swirlix and see what Swirlix looks like. Swirlix. Oh yeah, Lucky remembers this guy. Oh, that is a puppy swirl. Oh, it's like a little ice cream puppy, or like cotton candy maybe. It looks like some kind of treat, and that's why it's like going like yummy face. It's doing like a little yummy. And why it's called Swirlix, because it's licking something. Yeah, cotton candy puppy. Did you say one of the puppies is named Peanut Butter? Lucky doesn't know which one. There's many puppies on the page. Swirlix is so cute. Lucky loves this guy. The first one, the one in the top left. Is that the first one? Is that peanut butter? It looks like peanut butter. Lucky love peanut butter. Lucky love all these puppies. Okay, Lucky's gonna try to draw Swirlix. Peanut butter does have one brain cell. Classic puppy behavior. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Lucky's gonna draw Swirlix. That guy is such a cute little guy. Kind of looks hard to draw actually. It's got like a lot of little nuances. But Lucky will try. Little cotton candy puppy. Got like a little nose. Got like, okay. Got a little tongue. And it's got like a little tail. Puppies are too small to have more than one brain cell, and then they become dogs and get a second brain cell. Second one lets them do crimes. That's true. Puppies can't do crimes, but when they grow up, they can do crimes. And that's what puppies should do. That's their destiny. It's a puppy's job to do crime. But only sometimes. Okay, Lucky tried really hard to draw Swirlix. It didn't turn out very good. Lucky's gonna try one more time. Lucky's gonna do it just really quick. Yeah, it's pretty good. This is a really silly looking Swirlix, but Lucky's going to post it anyway. The first drawing stream went so well. I feel like every time Lucky has a good stream, Lucky's like kind of insecure about the next one because Lucky's like, we gotta keep up the standard, you know? Like we gotta live up to the hype of the first one. But you can't be 100% all the time. You gotta pace yourself. Gotta remember that there's gonna be a lot of streams, and they can't all be your best stream ever. And so there's no reason to be overly critical. The Lucky Swirl standard is Lucky Swirl, that's true. Really, the Lucky Swirl standard is Lucky loves having fun. And so as long as Lucky's having fun, then it's the best day ever. And Lucky has fun a lot of the time, so Lucky has a lot of best days ever. Okay, this is Lucky's attempt at a Swirlix. Put it right next to the banana split where it belongs. Lucky tried really hard. Thank you, thank you. It's yumping. Yeah, that's when you're like yummy and then also you're jumping. Lucky's gonna post a little yummy face in the chat. That's Lucky's favorite emoji. A little yummy face. That's Lucky when Lucky thinks about treats. Lucky's like, yummy. Lucky when Lucky thinks about ice cream or whoop beer or Lucky S'mores or curry or fish or the other stuff Lucky likes. Tacos, those are pretty good. Lucky likes lots of food. Lucky loves curry. Lucky wants curry forever. Every kind of curry. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Lucky swirl. Hi every pony, thank you for watching. It's nice to see that there's viewers watching the stream. Lucky's having lots of fun drawing. Lucky wants to draw lots of things. If anyone has any ideas for what to draw, I'll let Lucky know. Lucky is always happy to see people in the chat. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl, lucky swirl. It's almost time to take another break, but we have a few minutes if Lucky wants to draw one more thing, maybe. Skeleton. Lucky doesn't know how to draw a skeleton. That's too hard. Lucky could try. Lucky could make an effort to draw a skeleton. Let's look up a diagram of a skeleton and get an idea of like the bones. Yeah, no one knows how to draw a skeleton because that's scary. Because skeletons are inside you and they're scary looking. I mean, they're nice, they're cute, but like scary. Yeah, they are mysterious, right? Like, what are they doing in those dungeons? Like dancing, maybe? Having parties? These guys are freaky. Like, they're always smiling. Yeah, playing xylophone, exactly. They love xylophone, especially when they play it on themselves. They got built-in xylophones. Yeah, sometimes they hide in boxes. Oh yeah, sometimes they play xylophone on each other. That's like when they're getting extra freaky. When it's like party time. That is a skeleton mating ritual, exactly. Play xylophone on each other. It's beautiful. Nature is beautiful. It would be fun to make a nature show about skeletons and all their behaviors and their mating rituals and their biology. Skeleton yowie. It's a common misconception that all skeletons are boys. Some of them are non-binary. Sometimes you can have skeleton yuri, but that only happens in the spring. We don't know how they communicate this to each other because skeletons can't talk. They're very mysterious. That's true. Yaoi is also a noise you make when a skeleton jump scares you. Springtime skeleton yuri. Skeletons covered in flowers and kissing each other. I guess they can't kiss because they're skeletons, but they can kind of like cuddle and like hold each other intimately. They can like hold each other's faces. Yeah, it is beautiful. We should, Lucky's going to recommend that Girlsoft make a video game about skeleton Yuri in a dungeon. Skeletons might feed each other like birds. Like chewing up like human victims and then like that's kind of gross, but maybe. Or maybe they eat other things. Maybe they eat flowers and stuff. Maybe skeletons are actually herbivores. That's true. When Goofy does the little Goofy yell, he's just mispronouncing Yowie. He's actually just really excited about Yowie. And like every time Goofy gets into trouble, he's just like he just is like Yowie, save me. Save me, Yowie Jesus or whatever. I don't remember how that goes. But that's what Goofy's thinking. He's always thinking about Yowie. It's like Goofy doesn't do anything gay, but he always wants to think about people doing gay stuff. Fujoshi, Goofy. Yeah, skeletons probably are scavengers. That makes sense. Lucky was thinking they might be like ambush predators. Or maybe they're like herbivores, like they have to go out of the dungeon at night to like chomp on the leaves and the flowers and stuff. And then they go back in the dungeon. And then they scare people, but that's just like a defense mechanism. It's just like, leave me alone, I'm an herbivore. Oh yeah, and there's moss in the dungeon. Yeah, exactly. Skeletons lick moss. You know, they eat like mushrooms and mold and things like that. And like bugs. That makes sense. We're learning a lot about skeletons today. And about Yowie and Yuri. Happy Pride. Okay, it's been another hour, so Lucky's going to take a break, and then maybe when we get back, maybe we can try to draw a skeleton. And it's gonna turn out really weird and silly. Yeah, skeletons eating moss sounds pretty great, actually. Skeletons should eat moss. Okay, Lucky's going to hide the images, and then, yeah, I think that's how we're doing this. And then we put up this thing. Yeah. And then we go like that. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Lucky will be right back. Thank you for watching the Lucky Show. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Welcome back to the Lucky Swirl Show. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Hi everybody. Lucky's going to draw more. It is the third and final hour of Lucky drawing time. And we are going to try to draw a skeleton. The hardest thing to draw. Lucky's gonna try really hard. Okay, so first we have like a skull that goes on the top of the skeleton. And a skull is like you've got the chompy part, and then you've got like the round part, and then you've got like you got the nose holes, and you got like little chompy guys, and then you got like a jaw. And a jaw has even more chompy guys on it. Those guys are called teeth, Lucky thinks. And then Lucky forgot to turn phone on silent. And then Lucky goes like that. And then, okay, this is where it gets tricky because you gotta do the neck. And then you gotta do like the rib cage. Oh, and don't forget the collar part. I guess that's just kind of, it's all one guy. You gotta do like, you got like the little middle part, but then you also got like kind of curves down at the bottom. Okay. Lucky's getting the hang of this. And then it all connects on the side. And then it kind of goes inward. I mean, that's close enough. That's like not perfect, but you know, it suggests a skeleton. And then the spine keeps going down. And then you've got the pelvis, which is just like little butterfly wings, which connect in the middle. And then you've got like, yeah, it's something like that. It's not perfect, but something along those lines. And then you've got the legs, and the legs, oh, and you gotta put some little lines on the spine to show that it's like that. And then you got some legs. Now the legs are tricky. Oh, he kind of ran out of room, so we're gonna cut off the bottom a little bit. Skeleton got taller than Lucky anticipated. Skeleton of a very tall girl. Okay, then we got arms, and the arms kind of have some little extendy guys. They kind of split off and come back together. And then you got the hands, and the hands are like, yeah, Okay, and then you got a hand going like that. I mean, that's a pretty good skeleton. Okay, Lucky's going to take a picture of the skeleton because it actually turned out not too bad, like all things considered. For Lucky's first skeleton ever, this is like a pretty decent skeleton. Lucky's going to take a picture of the skeleton. And Lucky's going to crop the skeleton. Trying really hard to get the whole skeleton in the frame. Okay, and then we're gonna very quickly adjust the colors. And we're gonna send that skeleton right over to the stream so everyone can see. Lucky's going to add that skeleton to the stream. There we go. And that's Lucky's skeleton. Lucky tried really hard to draw a skeleton and it turned out not too bad. Lucky doesn't know where to put this on the page. Lucky's gonna put it right there. Right there. It's gonna block some of the angels, but that's okay. Yeah, it's spooky. It's a skeleton. Yeah. Yeah, there probably are secrets to drawing skeletons more easily. There's probably more like cartoon shorthand for some of these shapes. You know, Lucky was kind of just trying to draw it as close to the actual shapes as possible, but you know, simplified. But yeah, we would have to give the skeletons a lot of moss for them to reveal their secrets. But yeah, that's Lucky's best attempt at a skeleton for the first time ever. Lucky thinks it turned out pretty good. That's like recognizably a skeleton and like fairly accurate. And like maybe we could do better next time. Maybe we can get really good at drawing skeletons. Maybe Lucky will draw lots and lots of skeletons. That was really fun. Thank you for the suggestion. Lucky doesn't remember who suggested skeleton. Probably Kiri. Yeah, that was Kiri. The ultimate test. Next time, cursive skeleton. Exactly, right? Can we draw a really loose skeleton? I mean, honestly, let's just try it. Just using our own drawing as reference. Let's just like draw the loosest skeleton we possibly can. Like, okay, we've got like the round part and the chompy guy. And then we've got like the other chompy guy. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, Lucky's gonna start over and try to do that just a little bit better. We got chompy. And we got other chompy. I mean, that's close enough. And then we got like rar. We got chomp. And we got some. Well, it's not really. Loose skeleton is a serious medical condition. Yeah, if you have cursive skeleton, talk to your doctor. Well, this one is not turning out very cursive because Lucky's still struggling to remember all the little shapes. So Lucky's gonna try even looser. Just like circle, chompy guy. Here's some eyes. And then okay, really loose, like rib cage. Just gonna go like that. And then we're gonna give it like a neck. And like cross over like that. Just loosely suggesting the shape of a skeleton. And then it connects to the pelvis down here. Make that into like a little butterfly. Then you got the leggies. And you kind of split them there. And then you got arm. The arm goes like that and splits off there. Oh, Lucky split that one a little too much. That's okay. That's why it's a cursive skeleton. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, see, that didn't turn out like as good, but it was way faster. How does the base of the pelvis look like? Just kind of like that. That's close enough. Okay, I mean, that's like not the most accurate skeleton, but like we're getting better. That was like a really fast skeleton. Lucky's gonna post that also. Yeah, pelvis is kind of shaped like a heart, which is kind of cute. Speed skeleton. Speed running a skeleton. Okay, Lucky is cropping the skeleton. And Lucky is sending the skeleton. Now, Lucky is saving the skeleton. Now Lucky is adding the skeleton to the stream. And everyone will see, oh wait, messed it up, there we go. And everyone will see what Lucky cursive skeleton look like. This is, you can see it's kind of silly, but that's how a cursive skeleton is supposed to be. Lucky's gonna put it right there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Much looser skeleton. Yeah, the pelvis didn't turn out exactly as intended, but it's close enough. Yeah, yeah, skeleton is friends with peanut butter puppy. Well, skeleton's blocking the puppy. What if we move Kerpos up there and then we put skeleton down here? We're running out of room. That's how you can tell we're getting towards the end. There's like not even room for all the drawings. Let's like shrink some of these guys. Put Kerpos over here. Lucky just really likes to show all the drawings if possible, because there's so many cute things. Yeah. Lucky's gonna make this one smaller too. There we go. Now the skeleton and peanut butter can hang out together. Best friends, best friends. They share the brain cell. Skeleton turned out pretty good. Lucky's pretty proud of that. I think with more practice, Lucky could get good at drawing skeletons. You know, these ones are a little silly, but like, Lucky could develop a style for skeletons. Oh, Lucky, do a big stretch. Lucky, stretch the skeleton in real life. Oh, oh Lucky, yawn. That was so fast. Lucky thought it would be like much later than it is, but like we still have a lot of time left on the stream. That's really exciting. Lucky wishes there would be even more people joining and following. Lucky want to be so popular. Lucky want to be the most popular pony in the world. But Lucky has to be patient. Build a following. Lucky's gonna put that one there so you can get a better look at it. There you go. Now there's room for all the drawings. Skeleton is scary, so Lucky's gonna make it smaller. Lucky's too scared to look at skeleton for that long. Okay, that's better. There, now you can see all the drawings. This is so much fun. What else can Lucky draw? Got like 40 minutes left. So we could pretty much draw anything we want. Lucky's thinking. Lucky's trying to think of ideas. What's some other stuff Lucky likes? Draw kitty. Oh yeah, we got puppy. We need kitty. Okay, Lucky, draw cats. Lucky, draw a cat. Lucky, draw a cat. Cats are like, you just draw like this, and then like that, and then like, could draw it like that. And then Lucky, draw another cat. Lucky, draw a cat with cute little whiskers and yeah. It feels wrong to draw a cat with a body. Once you've drawn the head, it's like, that's kind of the cat's whole deal. Like, cats are just kind of a blob. It's like puppies, you want to draw the whole body because they got little tails they gotta wiggle around and little paws and stuff. I mean, cats have paws too, but like, they're so subtle about it, you know? What if there was like a sleepy cat? And then we can draw like cat like lying down, sleeping, paws out, and a little tail. That's pretty cute. Yeah, Carrie is a sleepy cat. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. I am a cat. Meow, meow, meow. What if there was a cat that was like this? Kind of like melting over to the side. Yeah. Sometimes cats are just kind of squishy blobs. Could draw some more blobby cats. Cats are causing problems in real life. Cats are getting up much trouble. In Lucky's home in the background. Oh, this cat is good. This cat's got little paws. This cat's got a tail. That's like the ultimate cat. Lucky's getting good at this. Lucky's getting better at drawing cats. Okay, Lucky drew 5 cats. That's as many puppies as Lucky drew, so so now it's balanced. That's equality. Lucky's gonna post cats. Lucky is cropping the cats. Okay, now Lucky is saving the cats. Lucky's going to post the cats in the stream. And here's the cats. He's gonna put them front and center so everyone can see cats. Cats, cats, cats. Thank you. Lucky's really proud of the bottom right cat. That one turned out really good. Lucky had a lot of fun with cats. Oh, they're so cute. Yeah. That's what Lucky Cat looks like in real life. Aw, Lucky's happy you like them. Cats are the best. Yeah, it does look like a Digimon. Digimon are good because all the babies are just little blobs. Little cats, little cats. Lucky love the cats. Lucky put the cats right here. Well then you can't see that one. We're running out of room for... Okay, Lucky's gonna cover up the skeletons because the skeletons are too scary. Lucky's just gonna put the skeletons like just off to the side. Lucky won't have to look at those. And then we can move the puppies over there. Yeah. Now we have puppies and kitties. Yeah, there is a skeleton inside the cats, but we don't need to think about that. There's really a skeleton like all over the place if you think about it. That's true. Maybe cats don't have skeletons, and that would actually explain a lot. Or maybe these cats are just cats that don't have skeletons. Little jelly blob cats. Yeah, Kerpos don't have skeletons. So it's impossible to say if cats do or not. They probably don't. I mean, looking at a whatever, I don't think that thing has a skeleton. And like, also wormwood is a bug, and bugs don't have skeletons. So if you think about it, skeletons are pretty rare. You don't really encounter a lot of them. Video games would lead you to believe that there's skeletons all over the place all the time, but It's not really true. Yeah, cats are a fluid. Non-Newtonian. That means that they don't contain nuts. They're safe for people with nut allergies. But don't eat the cats. Just because they're jelly doesn't mean you should eat them. Oh, Lucky, do a big yawn. Lucky, do a big stretch. Oh. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl, lucky swirl. There's so many drawings. We literally still have like half an hour. Lucky's gonna like try to pace itself. Try to like take its time. It's fun to draw lots of things, but you also want the things to turn out good. So you gotta like give them lots of care and love. But I mean, honestly, all these drawings are pretty great. Lucky's pretty proud of these. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, maybe we don't want drawings to turn out good. I guess in that case, it makes sense to draw them really, really fast. Yeah, I mean, sometimes the things you draw the fastest are the best because they're bad. Sometimes bad drawings are the best drawings. That's true, actually. Lucky is just having fun arranging all of these. There we go. Okay, well, what could Lucky draw really fast? What could Lucky draw that would be bad? That would be just a bad drawing, but like in the good way. Sonic. Okay. Okay, Lucky at least wants to look up a picture of Sonic, but then Lucky's gonna draw Sonic as fast as possible. Okay. Sonic is like, he's got like little spiky guys and that just looks like Brendan. Then we got like Sonic eyes. He's got like some eyes. He's got like a little nose. And he's got like a little mouth. And he's got like little cartoon eyes. He's got his ears. And he's got like a little body with like more little spiky guys. And he's got like a tummy. He's got arms. I mean, who even knows what that guy's arms are doing? They're like, got like gloves on them. One of those hands has way more fingers than the other hand, and he's got a little tummy, and then he's got oh yeah, and don't forget the tail, and then you got little legs, and then he's got like little shoes, and they got like little stripes on them. Okay, well that's Sonic. I mean, Lucky will try to draw another Sonic. Now that we've had a practice Sonic. see if we can like start with the eyes. Well, that doesn't look good at all. Actually, no, it's pretty good. This is like basically Sonic. This is like a fairly accurate Sonic. Okay, Lucky's gonna post Sonic. Oh, Lucky gets it now. Lucky drew a fast thing, so Lucky drew Sonic because Sonic is fast. Lucky understands. Everything makes sense to Lucky now. This is maybe like the best Sonic you've ever seen. This is like... Lucky's gonna get hired by Sega to draw their official Sonic art from now on. Really, it's just his mouth that turned out kind of weird. If it wasn't for the weird mouth, this would kind of be like a perfect Sonic. Well, I guess let's put it in the middle first so everyone can see. Yeah, that's Sonic. Yeah, it's a little bootleg Sonic plushie. Lucky's pretty proud of those. Lucky didn't know what to do with Sonic's hands, so he's just T-posing. Lucky loves Sonic. Sonic is the best. He's such a silly little guy. And he has fun adventures, and he's really cool, and he's a cool guy, and he's funny, and he's a little creature. So you know, what more could you ask for, really? And he loves his friends, and he fights evil, and he saves the world, and he collects rings, and yeah. Yeah. Lucky drew Sonic. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Yeah. Yeah. Lucky's gonna post not a Sonic, a Lucky in the chat. Lucky almost called Lucky Sonic. Luckies. You subscribe to Lucky, you get access to all the special Luckies. Lucky have 3 subscribers. Lucky is so happy. Lucky want 1 million subscribers. Lucky want everyone in the world to subscribe to Lucky. Yeah, special rare Luckies. You can get inflated Lucky or melty Lucky or swirly Lucky. All the rarest Luckies. Lucky have 15 followers, which is really exciting because Lucky needs 25 to become affiliate. So, and you know, Lucky's already a Philly, but Lucky could be affiliate, which would be even better. But Lucky needs 10 more followers to get to that. So, if anyone likes watching Lucky, they should follow Lucky. And then Lucky will get to 25 followers, and Lucky will become the ultimate Philly, Philly 8, the 8th level of Philly. And then Lucky will be rich and famous, probably. Someone immediately stopped watching. They were like, no way is Lucky advertising Lucky's own channel. Oh, just kidding. Now there's 5 people watching again. Lucky tries not to pay attention to the number, but it's funny. Lucky thinks numbers are funny. And Lucky likes to know that people are hanging out because it's fun. Yay, yay, yay. Lucky drew lots of stuff. Lucky drew tigerworms and puppies and kitties and whatevers and Kerpos and Rainbow Star, Brendan, Wormwood, Sonic, Swirlick, Banana Split. The tigerworms are really cute. Lucky could draw more of those. Lucky needs ideas for more stuff to draw, so maybe Lucky will just draw more tigerworms while we think of other stuff to draw. What else can Lucky draw? Tigerworm terrarium. Okay, Lucky will draw tigerworm terrarium. Tigerworm riding a Kerpo. Kerpo is always a good addition to a drawing. Okay, Lucky will draw a tigerworm riding a Kerpo. Got a little tigerworm. And it's got little whiskers. And it's got a little tail. It's got little paws. And then we got a Kerpo. It's kind of a weird looking Kerpo, but that's okay. Is it okay actually? That's kind of a strange Kerpo. Lucky's gonna practice drawing Kerpo. Because that Kerpo didn't turn out very good. Okay, that's a better Kerpo. And then that's going to have... Sorry, Lucky's a little hoarse today. Lucky's a little hoarse every day, but especially today. Who is Johnny Kerpo Hand? Is that a guy with a Kerpo for a hand? Lucky doesn't even want to know what a guy with a Kerpo hand looks like. Actually, Lucky does want to know. Lucky's very curious. The more Lucky thinks about it, Lucky really has to know what Johnny Carpo hand looks like. Lucky can't live without knowing this. The mystery will haunt Lucky forever. Okay, Lucky drew tigerworm riding a Carpo. Lucky's going to post that. Actually, we need some mushrooms for scale. That's important. It's the habitat of the tigerworm and the Carpo. Okay, Lucky is cropping the image of the tigerworm riding the Carpo. This is honestly a very nice piece. This turned out very good. Could like frame this, put it in a gallery. Maybe someone could paint it. It's just like a nice composition, Lucky thinks. Yay, yay. Lucky's excited to see Johnny Carpo hand. Thank you. Okay, Lucky is resizing. Okay, there you go. There is, it's a slightly different looking tigerworm than the last time. It's kind of, the design has changed a little bit, but it's riding a Carpo. Lucky's going to position that in a place that is easier to look at. The puppy's a little bit smaller, but we don't want to block all the other drawings. Okay, what if this goes here? That's better. Lucky's gonna open an external link. Johnny Carpo hand. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Oh, wow, wow. That guy really does have a Carpo for a hand. This is just like in that anime, where there's like a guy with a girl for a hand. Lucky doesn't remember what it's called, but there's an anime where there's like a girl who becomes a guy's hand. Wow, these drawings are incredible. Lucky's gonna be thinking about this for a while. It's literally an anime. Lucky doesn't remember what it's called, but there's literally some old anime. It's from like maybe the 90s or sometime around then. And it's about a girl who becomes a guy's hand, and she's just a tiny girl on his hand. And it's really cute. Question mark. Lucky's never actually watched the whole thing, but the girl is cute. It might only be a few episodes. Lucky doesn't remember. Lucky would love to see more Carpos. Okay, Lucky's going to put a picture of the anime girl on the stream so you can see. Um, she's just a tiny girl who is this guy's hand. It's really, really cute. I mean, Lucky's never actually seen it, but it looks really cute. At least the concept is good. She's just a tiny hand girl. Another Carpo. Um, yeah, that's the wrong link. That's the same Carpo from before. Okay, Lucky's gonna hide the anime girl. We don't want her stealing the show. That's a really good Carpo. What kind of Carpo is that? Longo. Long Carpo. Got a little hat. Carpos are very good. Thank you for sharing Carpos. Lucky wants to draw one more thing. Carpos come in all shapes, sizes, smells, and flavors. That's true about Carpos. Lucky wants sour Carpo. Sour gummy Carpo. Lucky is thinking about Goggle Bears. I have like 100 old Carpo drawings. Used to just do it a quick one on my phone whenever I had a minute or two to kill. That's amazing. Lucky should draw more Carpos sometime. They're really fun to draw. Gummy Carpos sound really good. Lucky's just thinking about gummy Carpos. Oh, cursive Carpo, good idea. Okay. Lucky's gonna draw a really loose Carpo. First, Lucky has to really get the hang of it. Okay, well that was pretty quick. That was like fastest Carpo ever. Maybe Lucky can draw more of those. Just one feels like not enough. Yeah, you really do just need like an oval. You give it some little feet, and you give it a little tail, and the ears, and the eyes. Is this a Carpo? Did Lucky succeed at Carpo? Let's try some more Carpos. That's kind of a weird Carpo, but that's okay. These Carpos didn't turn out quite right. Kerpos are like eggs with feet. That's true. Lucky's gonna draw lots of Kerpos. Kerpo, Kerpo, Kerpo. Some of these look more like little cats, but that's okay. Okay, Lucky, draw a few more Kerpos. It is really hard to stop once you get started. You can kind of just draw Kerpos forever. A 1,000 Kerpos. Maybe Lucky could do like 1,000 Kerpo challenge sometime. 1,000 might be a lot, but we could try. If we devoted like 3 hours to it, maybe. Lucky's trying Kerpos from like different perspectives. Different Kerpo angles. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, we have to draw a 20th Kerpo. 20th century Kerpo. Okay, now Lucky's going to post the Kerpos. Oh, but on the other hand, we could finish filling the whole page of Kerpos. There's like, we could probably draw like 5 more Kerpos. Lucky just doesn't want to stop drawing Kerpos. Lucky's in the Kerpo rhythm. Lucky's in the Kerpo zone. Lucky has seen the shape of Kerpo. And it is beautiful. Okay, that's 2 dozen Kerpos. That's a good amount of Kerpos. Kerpo addiction, Kerpo swirl. Kerpo swirl, Kerpo, look at, well, that's hard to say. Kerpo swirl, 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 Kerpo blah 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 blah. Kerpo swirl, Kerpo swirl, Kerpo swirl, Kerpo swirl, Kerpo swirl, Kerpo swirl, Kerpo meow, Kerpo meow, Kerpo meow, Kerpo meow. Yeah, that is easier. Okay, Lucky is cropping the image of 2 dozen Carpos. I think it's 2 dozen. Lucky didn't count them all, but Lucky is cropping the image. Lucky is adjusting the colors. This will be the final drawing of the stream. It will be 2 dozen Carpos in honor of Kiri and in honor of Carpos. Okay, Lucky is saving the Carpos. Okay. We ran a little late, but that's okay because we had to draw 2 dozen Carpos. And here it is. All the Carpos you can eat. Do not eat the Carpos. There's several Carpos. Carpo swirl, Carpo swirl, Carpo swirl, Carpo swirl, Carpo swirl. If you eat a Carpo, she will wake you up from the inside. What does that mean? Like while you're sleeping? Like wake me up inside? Like wake me up? Wake me up inside? Can't wake up? Thank you. Lucky is glad you like it. Lucky drew so many Carpos. It was so much fun. Lucky love Carpos. Lucky will send the Carpos to you if you want. You can have a free Lucky drawing. Not like the physical Carpos, that would be hard to mail, but Lucky will send you them digitally. Yay, yay, yay. That was so much fun. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yay, 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 yay. Well, I guess we're out of time for today. But that was a really fun drawing time. Lucky's going to arrange these Carpos a little better so we can get a better look at everything. There, that's good enough. That's a pretty good selection of drawings. Let's put that over there. And put these guys over here. Then we can show more Carpos. Yay, yay, yay. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Lucky loves drawing. It was so much fun hanging out and drawing. And Lucky will be back next week. Slightly different schedule next week because I think Lucky's busy on Wednesday, so we'll have to plan around that. But we'll post the schedule. And then everyone can join Lucky next week for even more fun. We'll be playing games and drawing and all kinds of fun stuff. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Let's play the theme song. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, and Lucky's gonna put up the end card also. Lucky forgets to do that. Let's see, here we go. Lucky has to hide all the drawings now so the end card can be visible. I'm gonna hide them one at a time. We're gonna keep the Carpos on screen though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching the Lucky Show. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Everyone have a cute day. Lucky love you. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you if you follow Lucky. Everyone should follow Lucky forever. We can have so much fun. Lucky swirl, lucky swirl, lucky swirl. Yeah, 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 yeah.